What is a certified executive matchmaker?
Well, I had to take some courses to become a certified matchmaker, but the title matchmaker just wasn't enough for me. So I threw executive in front of it because not only am I a matchmaker, but I am also the CEO of my company, We Find Him. So executive matchmaker just has a better ring to it. And then also, a lot of the people that we match in the beginning stages of our business were like executives. So it was only fitting that I just become an executive myself.
And so you went to school to learn to be a matchmaker?
So it was like a 3-month program, online program that I had to take to become a certified matchmaker, yeah.
And so what do they tell you to look for when you're taking a class? What do they tell you to look for in order to put people together?
So you know what, they talk a lot about matrix, like the different matrix that you can use to match people. So one of them being like personality tests, a lot of them being like certain questions to ask, body language and stuff like that when you interview people and they talk about the things that they're looking for in a partner.
That's amazing. And your company is called We Find Him.
Yep, We Find Him.
Is that abbreviation for something?
Well, HIM stands for Honest, Intelligent Men.
Oh, okay.
So we find honest, intelligent men to match you with.
Oh, okay. Amazing. So what made you decide to be a matchmaker and a dating coach?
Yeah.
You teach people how to date?
And then I match them.
What are the 3 keys to successful dating?
Communication, honesty, and patience. I feel like right now in the dating world, everybody wants to date and they want to be in a relationship so fast that they forget that you have to take your time and really get to know somebody to see if that person is really who you want them to be, and also see if you're a match for that person. I feel like we're in that microwave generation to where a lot of people want things quick, fast, and easy. It's because we're used to getting things quick, fast, and easy.
What does a common person look for in another person? The average person look for in another person?
I think nowadays it's more so about finances. A lot of people, a lot of my clients, when at the intro conversations, I ask them what they're looking for. A lot of them say somebody that's financially stable.
Oh, I see. They're looking for finance. Interesting.
Somebody that's financially stable, yeah.
So before I get all into, are you a Christian?
Yes, I am. I love the Lord.
You're a Christian?
Yes.
And what does it mean to be a Christian?
To me, it just means to love God and love God's people and love all people.
You love all people? And why?
Because, in the Bible, it speaks about love. And I am personally one of those people that love all people. I'm far from judgmental. I don't want to be judged until it's Judgment Day. And so I love all people.
And how long have you been a Christian?
My walk with Christ started when I was 12 years old.
Really?
I've always been
so
church.
young?
Yeah. Well, I've always been a church boy. I grew up in a church. But my mom always said, I'll take you guys to church, but you're going to have to find Christ for yourself. And so I remember at 12 years old, going through a lot of different situations in school with being bullied and stuff like that. I would wonder, like at night, my mom would say your prayers and tell God what you want. And at 12 years old, I seen him start to answer some of the prayers that I asked them. And then I got baptized at 12, so.
Amazing. And were you raised by your father and mother?
Yeah. My father left us when we were about like 11 or 12.
What was it like for you when he left?
It was a void in the household because my dad was like such a good dad.
Yeah.
And, addiction is one crazy situation. So, after years of battling addiction, it kind of took him over for a little while. And, I lost my father in November.
He expired?
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
This past November. And, I always said, even, on his deathbed, I just said, I wish we had more time. I wish we could make up for the time that lost.
Yeah. So once he left, you felt that void?
I felt that void when he left when I was 11 or 12, yeah.
Right. And did you hook up with him later? Did you get to know each other later?
Well, he was always like in and out. He would come around for like a month or two, and then we wouldn't see him for like 6 months, and he would come back around. So we never lost like complete contact with our dad. It was just he wasn't like a permanent figure in our day-to-day lives like he was growing up.
And were you able to, when he would come around, were you able to talk to him about your issues so he could help you deal with them? The bullying and all that you're going through?
No.
You were not able to, and why not when he was around?
You know what? I think that we just more so focused on like the moment, what was going on in the moment, where he was taking us as kids in that moment, whether it was, he loved the racetrack. So if he took us to the racetrack, You know, we were just enjoying that moment with him at the racetrack.
Oh, I got
Not
you.
really getting too deep.
Not dealing with your issues and things like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you wish you had done that now?
I do, but I know my dad. My dad was a protector, so you know his first response would have been like, "What do you want me to do? How do you want me to fix it?"
That was good. So when you became a Christian at 11, you say 11, right?
12 was when
12.
I got baptized.
And so becoming a Christian, did it fulfill the void that you had for your father?
In some regards, I felt like the emotional aspects and my spiritual aspects like kind of aligned, and you know, I found myself in the moments where I would miss my dad. I would just pray about it a lot, and we were extremely blessed. Like my mom is absolutely phenomenal, so we never like wanted or anything, or like I never felt a physical void of him not being there. It's just that I just wanted my dad there. My mom did a great job of like stepping in and allowing us to not miss out on certain things. But you know, we were 11 or 12, so we kind of had already had our dad in our lives, so we missed him. But my mom did a good job of just making sure that we were okay.
When your mother were at times when your mother would impose her will on you or not be patient with you as a kid, how did you deal with that?
I don't know. My mom was very patient. She had cancer, so she was like full of emotion. So she was like very patient. And
You never got angry or anything?
Oh yeah, I mean, she raised 4 boys, so of course we breaking stuff around the house. My mom was crazy because she had white furniture and she had 4 boys. And then she had crystals everywhere, so we would break stuff all the time. But I mean, of course, like any other parent, we got fussed at, for not taking out the trash, and my mom was really big on building her boys to be men and work ethic. We lived on like a half acre of land. So, when she came home at 2:30, we better have been outside cleaning up the yard or making sure the house was clean and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Amazing. So you have 4, your father and your mother had all boys?
All boys.
Real men made boys first, huh? Amazing.
All boys, yeah.
Good, man. So are you married and have children, or how's that going?
Not yet. I'm single, and which is always interesting. People say, how's the matchmaker single? In my 20s, I was engaged twice. So I know what it feels like to be in a committed partnership. I just haven't made it down the aisle yet, but it's coming in due time.
And why did you marry at one of those times?
You know what? Infidelity, just a lot of, I was young and I wasn't the one that cheated. Those two are the ones that cheated, but it was just, I feel like I was so young, and I'm glad I didn't get married because divorce is expensive.
So the girls cheated on you?
They were guys. They were guys.
They were what?
They were guys.
You were engaged to guys? Mm-hmm. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really? And they cheated on you?
Yeah.
What was it like for you when they cheated on you?
It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. It was. At such a young age, I didn't understand why. I thought
When you asked them, what did they say?
one of the guys told me he knew that I loved him more than I loved myself. And so that was like a life-changing moment for me when I realized that there was a lot of self-work that I had to do.
Oh, I see. Amazing. And so do you wish to be married one day and have children?
Yeah, definitely one day, yeah. I've been so career-focused for the past like 6 or 7 years that I definitely would like, partnership, and I love kids, so I definitely want kids one day.
Yeah.